everybody. Welcome back to Canyon City Creations. I'm Connie. I'll be your host today and always. I haven't done a video for like two and a half weeks. It's been a crazy couple of weeks for me. I've had relatives in from out of state that were here to visit my folks. I had a great nephew graduate from high school, and because it was the last couple of weeks of May, I had a lot of yard work and gardening to do. But anyway, back in full swing. I did get a chance to get some artwork done. I just didn't really have a chance to do a lot of filming and video editing over the last couple of weeks. So to make up for it, I'm going to try to start doing like 2 videos a week. So today we got a lot to unpack. I got a lot of stuff, so this will be a long one. I'll probably do another video on Saturday or Sunday, put one together for this week. And then we'll do some more next week, because I got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So you're going to see me make a couple of things on today's video. It'll be the last part, just before the end of the video. And I wanted to go ahead and show you the finished product of those. So I made a couple of coasters with flowers and butterflies. I think you like those. They're really pretty. They got some tulle in them on the back. Try to put it on a dark background so you can kind of see it better. There you go. Oh, made a few of those. I tried a brand new mold with some pens, ink pens. This is one of them. Wasn't very happy with the way it turned out. I've never done one of these before, so I'm gonna take you on this little journey. But we'll try again. I also did make a bowl with some mermaid colors. This is a real shallow bowl. I wasn't real crazy about the way it turned out. I love the colors, but I put some Sinker white around the edges, hoping to get a cool design around the edge, but it didn't really work out. So I'm going to try this one again, and we'll do another video, maybe the next one I do this week. I'll take you on that journey with me, and you can see how that's made. So we do have a lot to unpack today. I've got some products that I have already made that I'm going to be showing to you. I've had a couple of big inventory orders, and I guess the biggest announcement is I ordered a rubber stamp from a local print company, and it should be done in about a week, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm going to be sharing some information about that with you today as well. So without further ado, let's get this party started and have some fun with some art. Okay, so I went ahead and tried to do another set of my Letterman's Jacket series coasters. So I bought a brand new coaster mold, and it is a 6 cavity deep mold. You can see it, it's like 1/2 inch or more deep, 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just absolutely livid right now, because I still have saturation issues with the M. It was a lot brighter white starting out. This one's actually a little bit, well, maybe not. Looks like that one might be a little bit brighter. But yeah, I put like 3 coats of Scotchgard on the letter patches, and I still have a high level of saturation, but at least it's even. It's not like, you know, before I was getting like partial, the part of the letters would be saturated and part would still be bright white. It was kind of weird. So after 3 or 4 trial and error experiments, I did one just before this set, and I did it with the blue and the orange, but I had the blue on the outside and the orange in the middle. And this is a 4-inch coaster with a 2-inch letter patch. So what ended up happening was my M, my letter here, basically just covered and, you know, made all the orange in the middle disappear. So no matter which way I did it, the color in the middle disappears. So I did this design instead, and I really liked the way it turned out. I think it's a really cool idea. I can't sell these because there's damage, which I'm going to go over in a second. But I'm also pretty livid because I can't even donate these to the school. This is my high school colors and letter. So I'm a Marauder, Mitchell Marauders, class of 1983. So this, I can't even donate them to the school, which would have been a good idea to do. But what happened is this was the second set of coasters that I put in this new mold. And when I went to demold them, they completely fell apart, tore apart, all but two of them. This one's messed up, that one's messed up, and look at that. I mean, how cheap. This thing was like, I don't know, $8, $9. So these two are the only ones left that are still usable. So I guess I'll hang on to it, but I'm just livid. I've used this twice, and this is what happens. So the reason I can't even donate these is because when it tore off, it took some of the mold with it and is completely stuck to my coaster. And I have no idea how this happened, because I did a full 6 coasters in there in that same mold the day before, and they all popped out just fine. So I don't know what happened to this. I don't know if it was the second layer I did, which I don't know why it would be. The line is right here, not up here where it's stuck at. So yeah, got one on this one on this one, and a little tiny piece there, and of course there's one on this one as well. So really great idea. I really love the way they're thick boys too, but I'm just livid because this is a brand new mold, which is easy to replace because molds aren't that much. But this is easily 2 cups of epoxy resin, and epoxy resin is expensive, y'all. So yeah, I was pretty livid that my idea turned out pretty good, and I probably could have gone ahead and sold them to any of my alumni friends, or even current students. I don't know any, but I could have sold them, or I could have donated them to the school if I didn't sell them. But this is something I'll probably only do on request. It'll be custom order. So, there's just too many high schools, colleges, professional sports teams, you name it. There's just too many out there to make things ahead of time and then try to sell them. So, yeah, if you custom order one, I'll make it for you, but I might have to go get an extra mold just so I have an extra deep cavity mold around, just in case this happens again. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring you up to date on what was going on with the Letterman's Jacket series. Except for all of the problems. Tell me what you think of it. Thought they turned out pretty cool. And in that same mold, I also made these 2 other coasters, and they came out just fine. And these have nothing to do with the Letterman's Jacket series, but I just got a big order of supplies in, so I decided to go ahead and make these 2. I have a whole stack of colored copy paper left over from my old job, and I must have about 30 different colors, and I use them to put stuff like clear coasters that I make on here to see what color background would look best with it. So I just grabbed this one because it was on top. It actually looks pretty good, although I probably would have thought to go with a light pink or something, maybe an ivory. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, these turned out just beautiful. No flaws, didn't tear the mold, no bubbles, no scratches. I mean, they really just came out beautiful. So, I don't know if I'll ever figure out what happened here, what made this happen. This was awful. I was so mad. But anyway, just wanted to bring you up to speed on those, and I have another big shipment coming in on Monday and Tuesday. I decided to invest in some things to get some more product up for sale on my Etsy page and on Facebook Marketplace. So, yeah, I'm going to be filming some of that, and I'm pretty excited because I have a couple of molds, new molds that I bought. I bought a chess and checker set molds to make, for games, and I also got a few other things that I'll surprise you with when we come back. So I also bought a bunch of chunky yarn, so I'm going to be making some chunky blankets. And I don't know, I'm so behind on my videos right now that I might do 2 or 3 shorter videos that includes all of these new items that I've purchased to help grow the business. So yeah, we'll be right back. Stay right there, and I'll show you what else I'm doing. Okay, these are completed now. Forgive the band-aid, my dog has pterodactyls, claws for nails. But I finished these, and I painted each one a different color on the back. I did a pale lilac for this one. It turned out pretty well. Put the cork on the back. I had to cut these down a little bit, so I ordered some 3-inch ones so I wouldn't have to do that. But there's that one. I thought that turned out really pretty. And this one I used a metallic ice blue, so it's got a little bit of a sheen behind the flowers and the butterflies. But I also think that one turned out really, really pretty. Again, I also put a cork on the back of that as well. I think I'm going to make 2 more to go with this and make it a 4-piece set. I am willing to, because they're so huge, so thick, to make a pretty expensive set of coasters, so I am willing to split them up and do just 2. So I'll put pricing and stuff on my Etsy page and Facebook Marketplace. So just wanted to show you those, and got some more of that coming. Okay, it is showcase time. So let's get caught up with everything I've been doing. Not everything, but some of the things that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks, so I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did get quite a bit finished. Did a big photo shoot session, got a few more photos to take, and then I'm going to have a whole bunch more listings on Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. So let's start with the coasters. So I got some new molds, some new geode coaster molds. I already have 4, a set of 4 like this. But I got a set of 6. I got some new ones because my old ones had some scratches on them. And what's cool about this set, I'm only going to open one of them. These are done. Let's see. Double knotted that. There we go. Alright, so these are interesting because they come as a set of 6, so they will be a little bit more, but 2 of them have a hole in the middle right there, so which is pretty cool. So this is a blue and brown set that I did. If you put this on a dark background, that blue really pops. I didn't put cork backs on it, but there's the other one with a hole. So these 2 come with the hole in the middle like a real geode, agate slice. So these are pretty cool. Alright, so set those aside. I have the same set of 6, but in a spring or grasshopper green with some silver edging on it. Some silver mirrored stones in the middle. So I did a set of 6 like that. And then I did a set of 4 without the ones with the holes. And these are real subtle, just gold and white. So I'm going to set of 4 of those. Did gold on the edging there. I am going to put cork on the back of these. And good news, I was able to find a stamp shop here in town, in Canyon City. It's a print shop. It's called Dare Print and Design, or Dare Design and Print. Anyway, I found them through a contact on one of my art groups, arts and crafts groups, on Facebook, oddly enough. So that was awesome. I really wanted to stay local and not have to, you know, try to order something like a rubber stamp online, never knowing, you know, who you're dealing with. So I really wanted to go with somebody local. And for the really bargain price of like 65 bucks, I was able to have them design a stamp for me. And let me show you what the stamp is kind of going to look like. So I made a sign, said Canyon City Creations, with my picture similar to the epoxy resin Royal Gorge piece that I did in one of my first videos. So if you haven't seen that, go back and take a look at it. But it's essentially the same, you know, or it's a version of it. So this was something I wanted to use for signage at craft fairs and art shows, for my little booth, my little vendor booth. So it's just, you know, a piece of wood with, you know, got it at Walmart for like $6, I think. And I just stenciled my company name and my Royal Gorge picture. So they're going to redraw it and do a vector design on it. It's about a 2-week turnaround time. I ordered it about a week ago. I've already paid the invoice, so I'm expecting to see a proof probably tomorrow or the next day, most likely. And then I get it with a free ink pad. Yeah, so I'm going to have my own 2" by 2" rubber stamp, and that's going to go on the back of all of my coasters and on a lot of stuff like the bags that I'll be putting a lot of the products in. I just got a huge order of stuff in. I'm going to include that in, I don't know if it'll be in this video, but it'll be in one of them. I'm going to try to do a couple of videos every week now. I know I'm really behind right now, but I've had so much going on. But I did get caught up on a lot of work, so, and I've had a lot of stuff business-wise going on that I'm eager to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited. So anyway, that is going to be my logo, and that is coming in a stamp in about a week. Put this away. Okay, next set. I made some dominoes. So for all my former dominoids, yeah, I still can't get away from you guys. I really can't. So I'm actually thinking about doing something with the tile logo for Domino's for some really good friends that I still have with the company, with the brand, that I still communicate with. So, but anyway, I have a Domino's mold, so I made myself some Domino's. These are gold and white. Okay, the little glitter in the middle. Just using mica powders, little glitter, and a gold paint pen for the dots. And the backs are just solid. And this little box that I put them in doesn't actually go with it. This is actually a holder for coasters. So, but I had a little extra epoxy left over. I just went ahead and made this out of it. And oddly enough, these things, if you put them in this way, fit in here perfectly. So it's probably not the box I would choose to use all the time. They do have some little resin ones that you can make that fit the Domino's perfectly. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see if I sell any of them at a craft fair first before I, you know, get into doing all that. So, set of Domino's, gold and white, very pretty. Probably already showed you these. These are the flower coasters I made from that 6-piece deep cavity mold that shredded to pieces. Oh, I was so mad. But I just cut the 4 that are torn off and used the 2 that are remaining. Get those out of the way. And then for the little princess in your life, I made some pretty in pink, princess pink coasters. These are a set of 5 with their own holder. And I just did an agate geode slice on these. Oh gosh, did I tie this one tight too? Yeah, it's alright. I can redo it. I have no nails. I never have. I know I got probably a lot of high school friends over on here watching. It will tell you, yes, I used to bite my nails all the time. So anyway, but then again, long nails get in the way of stuff for me. So because of the kind of stuff that I do. So just a geode slice, a little bit of pink glitter in the middle. I didn't put anything on the back of them. I did trim them all in silver. But yeah, real simple, but very pretty, very unicorn princess looking. So this might be for a younger person or for a special room in your house. You know, maybe you know somebody that going up on Etsy and Facebook too. So I'll tie that later. Tie that up later. Okay. Wine bottle stoppers. So I've gotten quite a few done. I think you've probably already seen most of these. I think I did put some in the last video or so. But I've got some with some seashells, some with some marbles. Almost all of them with glitter. Almost every single one of these is glitter. I love this. That's my favorite. That's that rainbow alcohol ink, which is really cool. Got some silver flake in that one. Little pink and green there. And I got some that are solid. I've got some blue, just blue with a little bit of really light orange. It was leftover epoxy after I made some coasters, so I just made a wine bottle stopper out of the leftovers. And then I have a green and purple powder with a kind of diamond beveled surface. And the teal. Some glitters. Got purple and pearl. And then I have this kind of a green and gold, teal and gold. Pretty. Then, you remember when I made the paintings of the scenic route and Cosmic Cityscape Gone Wrong? You can go back and look those two videos up, and I did a couple paintings, galaxy paintings with some black light neon paints. I used those same paints to make some wine bottle stoppers. They kind of look a little dull in regular light. You know, I mean, you can see the bright colors and stuff. They kind of look a little dull though, but very colorful. I've got a few of them here. So watch what happens. Hold on. Hopefully this camera will pick it up without getting too glared out. But yeah. So there's my, got some black lights too. New black lights. Yeah. This one's not, that's just gold. But yeah. Kinda cool. So for people who have a bar at home, business owners that have black lights in their bars and clubs and restaurants might be interested in something like that. And there we go. Alright. Okay, let's spend the rest of this video just making a couple of simple things. I wanted to go ahead and try out the pen. Just want to see, I think I'm going to do just you know, a good old-fashioned petri dish kind of pour with my alcohol inks, and I'm going to use some mermaidy-ish looking colors. So I'm going to do that. I've already got some resin mixed up, and I put a little bit in here so I can, you know, control it better when I pour it in here. And then I'll do the other two thick coasters with the flowers in them. So let's go ahead and get started on the pen. Let me go ahead and shake these up first a little bit. Shake each one again before I actually drop it in. I'm going to have to be careful because this is a really small mold, so I can't get too crazy with my alcohol inks. It's okay though, it'll be, you know. Alright, let's see here. I figured out that you put the pen insert in before, because there's a little notch over here on this end that you stick the back end into, so that no epoxy gets into the back side of the pen. Okay, let me hold on for a second here. Up to the top. Go ahead and fill up that. Up in the bottom part. Ooh, I think it's doming a little. Let me get down here. Oh, no, not quite. I still have some room. Okay, let me see. Hard to tell. Okay, well, it's domed over here, but not over here. And I want to be very careful with a dome because I don't want it to overflow the rim of the mold. So I'm going to have to be super, super careful. Alright, I think that's good. Oops. Okay, let's see. Still kind of underneath. I'll go ahead and add just a few drops more. Let's see. Fairly well domed. Sort of. I'm afraid if I put in any more, it's gonna come flying out of the top, and I don't want that. So let me get in here and attack some of these bubbles. Maybe spread the epoxy out a little bit. And I think I'll probably just spritz it with a little bit of alcohol. Try to get those bubbles popped. I really don't want to use my torch on this to pop bubbles, because I'm afraid I'll damage the mold. It's very small and thin, and I'm not sure I can control the flame that well. So okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my inks. Let me change this glove up real quick. If you're gonna work with epoxy, always make sure you wear gloves and you're in a well-ventilated room. Getting this stuff on your skin, it is a nightmare to get it off. So yeah, make sure you're wearing gloves, protect your clothing. I wear an apron when I do my art most of the time. unless it's little projects sometimes, and I'm got grungies on, you know. Alright, let's start with the ultramarine first. Okay. Okay. Ultramarine. Go with some purple. Take some peacock blue. Peacock blue. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my peach, shake it up a little bit more. I'm gonna I can set the cap down. Okay, looks rather opaque right now, but I'm going to put my sinker, my white, deep white, in here so that it kind of moves the color around. That's the Petri effect. Looks like when it's done, it kind of looks like something you'd see in a Petri dish. It's already reacting. Look at that. Should sink some. Might want to go back in with some color, but for now, let me spritz it with some alcohol. Oh, eee. Bit of an aggressive spritz there, Connie. Get my it just wants to sit on top there. Let me see if I can. Little. See if we can't get it to sink down. Okay. All right. I think I'll leave that set aside for a few minutes, and then I'll check it and see if the colors are starting to sink down towards the bottom of the mold, because that's really kind of weird. Alright, so we'll set that aside for now, and then I'm going to come back to my other resin. Ooh, it's getting thick and warm already. I'm going to add a little bit of my Marabou Rainbow alcohol ink. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pour and then start putting my flowers in. Ooh, flashy, flashy. It's like it's flashing. No, I don't want it to flash. I think we might be okay. It's still pretty thin. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and pour even amounts in each cavity. I should have measured first. That's okay. 5 ounces. Ooh, there's something in there. Okay. I think I'll leave the tiniest bit of resin left over at the bottom to pour over the flowers should I need to. Alright, so I'm gonna start with this one with my pink and rose or red. I'm just gonna set that in there. This one. Go there. Turn this upside down because the bottom of the mold is the top of the coaster. This one I want to put in. Ooh, that's so pretty. Put this one right here, big one. There we go. There. Ooh. These as close to the edge as possible. Okay. Okay. There. And then I need a butterfly. And for this one, I think I will do this little guy. Okay. I just kind of want to cover the top of the flowers a little bit so they don't get sticking out the bottom. That way they can be washed safely without ruining it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the next one, and then I'll bring you all back in when both of these have cured, and we'll see how they turned out. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. That's about all I got for today. If I do anything more, this will be an hour. It'll be like a movie. So, I'll see you in a couple of days. We'll get caught up. I want to show you some things that I have ordered and have come in. And I need your advice on something in regards to something I'm going to be making here in the next week or so. So, thank you again so much for joining me. Please help me out just a little bit by doing a like, a share, subscribe, comment. I really do want to see some comments. If there's something you'd like to see me make, or a theme of something, colors of coasters, something like that, please let me know. I'll be happy to give it a shot and put it on video for you. I'll even give you a shout out if you want me to. So, at any rate, please have a great day, make it an artful life, and I'll see you next time. Bye.